The Newsline.
Hello and welcome back to Newsline, brought to you by People's TV. In today's news commentary, we turn our attention to Yemen, a country fractured by geography and prolonged conflict. The northern part of Yemen, including the capital Sana'a, remains under the control of Houthi militants, while the internationally recognized government operates primarily from the south. As a result, only the Yemeni government based in the south is recognized by the international community as the legitimate authority of the state. Within southern Yemen, the Southern Transitional Council, STC, an armed political movement backed by the United Arab Emirates, is pursuing international recognition for an independent South Yemen. The STC has reportedly sought diplomatic and political support from the United States and Israel, signaling its willingness to cooperate with Israel, join the Abraham Accords, and establish formal diplomatic and trade relations. These developments add a new regional dimension to Yemen's already complex and volatile political landscape. A special group representing the STC has already visited Israel concerning these expectations. In the meantime, the United Arab Emirates has signed a defense agreement with Israel. The agreement has been signed with Elbit, a defense firm in Israel. The agreement focuses on a joint operation for developing a defense unit for commercial passenger airlines as well as military flight and fighter jets owned by the UAE. The agreement is estimated to be worth $2.3 billion. Reportedly, this is one of the most expensive defense contracts signed by the Elbit Systems in its history. The contract will last for the next decade according to sources. According to the UAE's expectations, the defense unit to be developed under this agreement will focus on intercepting missiles and countering electronically borne threats, as well as addressing other potential threats that may emerge in the future. This reflects the UAE's growing emphasis on advanced, layered defense capabilities. The UAE, having signed the Abraham Accords with the State of Israel, appears to be taking a significant step forward in the Middle East by leveraging the diplomatic and security relationships it has built with Israel. In this context, the STC is widely viewed as a proxy backed by the UAE. By maintaining such influence in Yemen, the UAE stands to gain strategic leverage in the Middle East, particularly along critical maritime routes in the Red Sea. The likely outcome of these dynamics is a further divided Yemen, undermining the Yemeni government's vision of a unified state. The STC appears prepared to leave the Houthis in control of the north while consolidating its authority over southern Yemen. Israel appears unconcerned with the idea of a unified Yemen. Its primary focus is the threat posed by the Houthis in the north. While the Houthis' official position on this arrangement remains unclear, such a scenario could arguably suit their interests as well. If North Yemen and South Yemen were to emerge as separate entities, the Houthis would no longer be framed as an occupying militia, but rather as the de facto rulers of a recognized state in the north. This would significantly alter the political narrative surrounding their control and could reshape how the conflict is perceived at the regional and international levels. However, this does not mean Israel would allow the Houthis to act without restraint, even within northern Yemen. The Houthis are widely viewed as a proxy force for Iran, functioning as muscle for hire to target Israel and its interests. From Israel's perspective, their activities remain a direct security concern regardless of Yemen's internal political configuration. At the same time, a newly formed state in southern Yemen could potentially align itself with Israel. Such an outcome might contribute to an expansion of diplomatic relations across the Middle East and further strengthen Israel's strategic partnership with the UAE. It is therefore worth considering whether Israel has already weighed these possibilities, and whether this broader geopolitical calculation explains its interest in the agreement and the evolving dynamics surrounding Yemen. History shows that some agreements Israel has entered into with regional actors, while initially appearing beneficial and secure, have later turned into strategic liabilities. Syria serves as a cautionary example. After the removal of the Assad regime with support from Israel and the United States, power consolidated under al-Shara. At the outset, he projected an image of cooperation with both Israel and Washington, creating the impression of moderation and alignment with regional stability. Over time, however, this posture has increasingly appeared to be a facade. Gradually, he has reverted to behavior consistent with extremist tendencies, driven by a rigid religious ideology. This shift underscores the risks Israel faces when short-term strategic gains obscure deeper ideological commitments, raising serious questions about the long-term reliability of such arrangements in an already volatile Middle Eastern landscape. Nevertheless, Israel has consistently demonstrated that it does not hesitate when it comes to defense, or even decisive offensive action, where its national security is concerned. Its long-standing doctrine prioritizes deterrence, rapid response, and preemptive measures when threats are identified. This approach reflects Israel's assessment that hesitation in a hostile regional environment often carries far greater risks than firm and immediate action. If this report helped you see the situation on the ground clearly, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to People's TV, where truth has no agenda, and facts speak louder than spin.
Subscribe us for more details.